Well, welcome everybody. It's me, Suze. I don't want to get in trouble for my lighting not being adequate to announce a major fire going on in St. Louis right the hell now. So let me turn a light on for any critics. Okay. My name is Suze Pratt. I've lived in St. Louis my entire life. And 10 minutes down the street, the Westlake Landfill is a raging fire from hell. Now, surely, this merits some serious attention. And the thing that you need to realize is there's all sorts of dirty, radioactive, toxic, and semi-toxic refuse buried there purposely years ago as a hidden medical experiment. Now, all credit for this goes to Dawn Chapman. She was live at the Westlake landfill, and Dawn lives in the community that is most affected by this fire, which would be the Maryland Heights area, very close by. And of course, you've got multiple responsibility since the 1940s for the dumping that's gone on here. So it's anybody's best bet. Who's gonna pay for this? No matter how much money could be paid in a world where money was actually real, it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference considering the poisoning that we have been exposed to. Now, Republican Waste Management Service extorts people and forces them to pay for trash service. These are the people that have been cleaning it up, allegedly. And isn't it interesting that a major fire like this pops off, what, 3 days before the election? So Dawn wanted this shared. So what I'm doing is running it live on YouTube as we speak. She was live on Facebook, and I'm sure later on, after her exhausting night, that maybe she'll get it up on her YouTube channel. I'm hoping that someone will see this and pass it along within the network, because this is majorly serious. Now, this started somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m. yesterday. It's 1:36 Central Standard Time right now. And of course, we set our clocks back in a half hour. Oh. How about vote for none of the above, Dawn?
Senator Maria's watching. Maria, what do we do? This is 2 hours and they can't put this damn thing out. Senator, do you have the phone number to Josh Hawley or the governor? Okay. Okay, can you come say that?
Project Veritas
This is State Rep Mark
knows all about the dirty deeds going on in St. Louis.
Okay.
I really appreciate the network.
Photographs of this to every governor's office staffer that I have the cell phone number for. I'm going to make sure that everybody in Jeff City knows what's going on right now.
This is State Representative Mark Mathieson. This is unfortunately his
These
district.
fires. I mean,
Look at
this
it.
is an example of
You
what
guys,
can happen.
holy
This is
shit.
why we can't take our eyes off.
This is located very close to the Missouri River,
Yes,
which
Mark
has already been
Mathieson, I know.
contaminated by the waste byproducts of the Westlake
Doug
landfill.
Clemens, Doug, get in front. Doug, we're going live. state, candidate
Better
for state
well
rep,
believe we're going
no,
live.
70 second, can't talk. Doug Clemens is here.
Yeah.
Doug, they've been trying to put this out now for better part of 2
These
hours.
people and their children are dying of malignant tumors while everybody wants to make a fund that, you know,
It's really
eventually you
as you
just
can
have
see,
a
the
class
smoke is
action
kind of
lawsuit.
forming.
But you know they weasel
They
that
just
money.
cannot get this thing out, you guys. They've tried and
I want to
tried.
know why our taxes keep
Assistant
going
Fire
up.
Chief Matt Levine, she just came to the fence and said that yes, they are working right
I
now
want to
on
know why
getting
insurance
dirt
companies
transferred
won't
to the
insure
fires,
good homeowners.
because they don't know what else to do. They've tried and they cannot get this
I want to
out.
know why there's a busload of people getting dropped off close to
Yeah,
St.
it was
Louis
20,000. He's
that are
right.
going to be angry and want to fuck
20,000
shit
gallons
up.
of water on this and it didn't touch it. So they're looking at trying to. I mean, this is crazy, you guys, and it's just getting bigger.
Yep.
And this is
It's too windy to get a copter in. Something. Oh, all the local TV. They might give it about 37 seconds of coverage.
we need to get a sky chopper in here and get this from the air, because this is.
Should be good for the vote on Wednesday. Get people really hot and bothered.
Bridgeton Landfill. This has been going on now for almost 2 hours. They cannot put it out. It is in a well. We heard it was a lead well, but it doesn't appear to be the case. And no, Republic once again did not call the fire department. They tried to put it out themselves.
Republic
When that didn't
sucks,
work, then
Dawn.
they called 911 because it reignited,
Dawn's a friend of
which it
mine on
continues to
Facebook.
do. So yes, again, this is what happens, you guys, when the fox watches the hen house. And as you can see, this plume, this large plume, it wasn't there
Right.
earlier. It's really starting to grow now, and it's getting
Hey,
dark
Dawn,
black.
they'll
It is
probably write it off on
I
their
know, they'll
insurance.
get a drone. Okay, Grant Bissell said that unfortunately the chopper, because of the weather, it's probably not possible to have a chopper out here. We get it. Again, if you're watching this, you have our permission to use this video. You have our permission to share
Thank you,
this
Dawn.
video. Please
I'm
share
sharing it
far
live.
and wide.
1:40
Again,
a.m.
live right now at the
I hope
landfill.
you're getting a
There is
decent
a
night
fire
rest.
going on at the landfill, at Bridgeton Landfill. They have tried now for over 2 hours to put this thing out with no success. They are calling in a load of dirt, going to try and smother it with dirt. But guys, this is pretty serious. Again, this is a well.
You know how you're supposed to contain radioactive waste? They just put this in the dirt. Isn't that nice?
It is still burning. Again, this landfill is still burning after.
People want to know why there's no business in St. Louis.
That's Pattonville Fire in the background.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Again, 2 hours. They've tried everything. Foam, water. They put over 20,000 gallons of water on this. This is Bridgeton Landfill, and it just keeps coming. It just keeps on popping
Now,
up.
when we talk about the Manhattan Project,
I'm sorry, my hands
we have a
are
lot of
shaking. I'm
skeptics
freezing
that
out
don't
here.
believe it's
The
true.
plume is enormous. It
See,
just keeps
we didn't
growing.
win World War II. I hate to break it
It is
to
not
you.
blowing our direction right now.
And
We are
these
watching.
jackass Nazi
If
doctors
it
came
shifts,
over here and
or if
continued their
something
medical
happens and we gotta
experiments.
move, we're gonna get out of
So
here.
we're called a
We're
slow
trying to
kill
document this as
area.
long as we can. Again,
They do
Clayton
testing
Elliott, this is the
to
Bridgeton
see,
landfill burning.
you know, what's wrong with you.
Channing says
And then they
that
like to
there-
play with
no, Channing, I
medicine,
don't know that there's any ear
which
monitoring going
pretty
on
much
right now. They
hides
are worried about putting it out.
the evidence, doesn't it?
Still do not. Okay, we have masks. Somebody brought masks for us.
Oh, good. They brought masks.
We got masks now, so here.
But how long have you been breathing it, Dawn? For years.
Aaron, check the phone.
Your babies are dying, remember? But in a time of crisis, a mask is good. Really is. Everybody should have their bug-out bags.
Take this and burn. This is just said. Okay.
This is
That's
gas.
what they're saying. And they did. And listen, they tried to put it out. They didn't call 911. They didn't follow protocol.
They did not follow protocol. Tag it.
You're about to, soon you're going to be seeing some dirt.
What is that stuff? What is that ash? What is that stuff floating in the air?
Very interesting question.
No, they cannot put it out right now. I don't know if you can hear me. Hey guys, can you back up just a little bit? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I have a mask on now at this point. They're trying to bring a load of dirt in to try and smother it. It's been 2+ hours. Donna's right. This is not a leachate well. This is a gas well.
What are they
This one.
doing?
This is
Digging it
methane or
up by
something.
shovel as we speak?
Yeah, Renee, I know.
Fucking dirt everywhere.
Or DHSS. He does. He does. Reputation does. Mark, are the DNR boys on their way up here? Yeah,
Another
I know,
day in
Sherry.
my life in
Can you
St.
guys hear
Louis.
me?
And you guys
I
wonder
don't know,
why I
Susan,
speak
I
out
don't
about
know.
injustice.
Hey guys, scoot back a little bit. They can't hear. Guys, I don't know where the dirt's going to come from. That's a great question. Mark, where's the dirt going to come from? They're going to throw on this beast.
Yeah, Mark.
Again, this is a fire at Bridgeton. It's been burning now 2 hours. They cannot get
10
it
minutes
out.
down the street
They
from where
have
I
to-
live.
Oh shit. We had a back
5
up?
minutes from the St. Louis International Airport.
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I know, guys.
there's
I know.
someone on the site
So
named
this is
Mike
about fire at
Mason.
Bridgeton. Can you guys hear me? I do have a mask on. My
He
voice
says
is
he is
low.
on the site and the video does not do it justice. That means it's way bigger than it looks.
They put over 20,000 gallons of water on this thing, and it still will not go out. They've tried smothering it with foam. They're gonna start bringing in dirt and trying to smother it. Okay, you guys can hear me. Yes.
They gotta dig
Chloe,
the
you're
dirt
right.
up,
It's
Dawn.
bigger. It keeps getting bigger. We keep. Guys, this is serious. If you guys have
Hey,
any
Dawn.
elected officials that you know of, I know
Dawn,
Mark Matisse
you
and
better
Mark
hope
Matisse
they don't
right
bring
now.
over some radioactive dirt from over by the airport where everybody used to play
Please get on
softball and
Twitter now.
baseball.
Please share this video. We're trying to document this.
Lindbergh Boulevard
Right next door to this. This is insane.
in the cut through to
This is so
Ferguson.
freaking unfair.
3 minutes away from me.
As well.
Eh,
And Robertson's up here.
maybe 4.
I don't know if you guys can see it. They're trying to smother it now. But it keeps coming right back up. See, there it goes.
Right.
Oh, come on. Get this thing out, guys. There it goes. Shit. There it goes.
So it just
It's
gets
coming
bigger
back.
and bigger.
This appears to be a gas well. It has to be. It has to be. They put over 20,000 gallons of water on it and it's not touching it. It keeps coming back up.
What do they
Right
say
now,
about
I'm
oil and
focusing
water?
Yeah, Connie S. Research,
Anybody?
there's no game at Pattonville High School tonight.
No?
No, we don't.
No football game
We
tonight.
think this
Shit.
is a methane well or something.
Mm.
Sudhir is watching. Okay, this is happening live at the Bridgeton landfill. Over 2 hours, you guys. They cannot get this well out. November 2nd, Friday evening.
I thought it's November 3rd.
2018. I don't know.
Oh,
what
this
time
is
it
Friday?
Um,
Wait, Dawn, serious? I gotta
know.
look at
It
my
says the air
calendar.
seems acrid. It probably is. Do not
It's
go
November
outside.
3rd,
Dan,
hon.
Stay inside.
Right, don't go
Sudhir,
outside.
Sudhir, do you know anybody you can call? Can you call Roy Blunt and Ian Wagner and let them know? Yes, I know. It looks like it's getting bigger. It is. It goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. Christopher, I don't know that they have one of those trucks.
Let me get
They
my
put over
appointment book.
20,000 gallons of water on this and it's not touching it. So now they're going to start talking about getting a load of dirt or something, trying to smother it. Okay, 6:32, my God. That's probably why I have to pee so bad. Okay. Again, this is
Today
Bridgeton Landfill.
is
There a
November
well on
3rd.
fire. They are
We just
trying
went
their
to
hardest.
November
I wish I could
4th.
get on top of this vehicle, but I got to tell you, I might fall and break my neck.
Don't.
And this is Mark Matisse's vehicle. They have been trying to put this fire out for over 2 hours. It is not working. Karen, Lois Gibbs.
No
Okay,
game at
Kevin
Pattonville
Roberts,
High
do you know
School.
Claire? Can you call
Yeah, what
her?
about the uranium,
I
Clayton?
cannot call people. I'm on my phone, and please don't call me or this will shut down.
Oh,
My phone is really
Fox
rinky-dink.
2 put it on their
It
app.
just does not like it when a lot of people try to call me at once. It'll shut down the live video. Please call Karen Nickel if you need to speak with her. Okay, this is Bridgeton Landfill. They are trying to get this fire under control.
They want to
It's been
know
burning out for 2
if
hours.
they have air
been
monitors
successful.
in
They have
place.
put over 20,000 gallons of water on this beast, and it keeps reigniting. It appears to be some sort of...
Channel 2 gave it a few seconds coverage. Megan, at 10:16 p.m., wants to know, do we know how the fire happened? Is it subsurface, smoldering, coming up from underneath? Anthony says it's not gas from the landfill. Rainey says it's unbelievable. They say if they try to smother it, won't it go underground? Oh yeah, there's underground fires. The air seems acidic, Dawn. That would mean full of acid. KSD put it on their website. Somebody wants a fire truck from the airport. They want people to stay inside. They moved the game to Desmet. Why is anybody having the damn game? Oh, to distract people from the truth. Right, Connie. A lot of people... Karen, the media is not taking this seriously. Hon, they never do. It's all pre-programmed nonsense from satellites. They don't want anybody to know this. Are you kidding? Keep it quiet, hide it. Bury it so far down it'll never get up. Turn off air and furnaces, Susan says. Don't want it to get in your home. Susan says it is our greatest fear. Please stay safe. It's getting wider. Tried to watch the video, but could not get it to play. Yeah, Steve, that happens when they want to shut it down. Casey's praying for the firefighters and everybody around. Yeah, the airport must be closed right now. You mean the St. Louis International Airport can't get a fire truck less than 5 minutes away? I call pre-planned chaos. They call it democide, death by government. They can't put it out with water. All the water is doing is turning the dirt into liquid mud and making it easier for the methane to seep its way up to the surface. They need to put it at least 20 tons of dirt on top of it to smother it. Yeah, it is. It's burning deep beneath the ground, Jane. Absolutely. What is the big boom that happens in that area at 3:50 every day? Andrea would like to know. Yeah, I'd like to know about the big boom, too. A lot of fighter jets over Ferguson, all the time. They're talking about the fire spreading. Robin Roberts-Dean says Channel 2 did a very short, non-informative piece. Jane wants to know if they should evacuate. She's scared. Lisa says, wow, it may explode, huh? April's super concerned it's going to explode. Calvin wants to know, why isn't this breaking news? Oh, it's coming from the landfill, Dawn. It's burning at least for 2 hours. 20,000 gallons of water. Maybe methane gas. And, you know, they're claiming that you don't have to be worried. There's no toxic stuff there. The whole landfill is toxic stuff. Kind of like when it hits the water. It's in all the water. It doesn't just sit by the Missouri River. It goes downstream into the Mississippi. The Illinois meets the Mississippi. And this is why we didn't want fracking under the Missouri River, which they did anyhow. I mean, you know, you got to build a pipe, right? Yeah, in a floodplain. Westlake landfill is also in a floodplain. Maybe some of you like to go to concerts in St. Louis. I don't personally, because the outdoor amphitheater that I like to call Stinky Port is located right next to the Westlake landfill. So when the wind blows and you want to rock and roll or chill out, you know, whatever music you like, well, don't ask what that smell is. Just drink more alcohol. You'll forget. What about the casino right next to the Westlake landfill? St. Charles is a big action town, man. A lot of people live over there. I mean, North County. You blow up North County, shoot, they already want to clear it out anyhow. There's so many vacant homes here. And now insurance companies want to cancel insured people and take their houses away? Well, I heard Randy was going to have to move because they put all the 5G in there. I mean, it's deadly. They keep making our planet more and more deadly and keep giving us fake, hollow promises. And you want to believe in the vote. Where's your state reps? Where's your judges?
Looks like they're walking around up there with a flashlight looking in it.
Hey, where's the National Guard? Where's the Port Authority? St. Louis has a Port Authority. Oh, they must be over at Jamestown Mall hiding evidence there. You don't get it. You still don't get it about this Manhattan Project. These programs, these medical experiments, the oppression of the people. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Fox 2 is retarded. Hey, I have to agree. But they're all retarded because they're run by no more than 5 corporate entities that all got the same fleas. Okay. They just love to bury their problems. Yes, they do. Melissa's worried about sulfur, as you should be. It's toxic. Julie wants him to quit smelling it. That place always smells like rotten White Castles. You can smell it from 3 miles away. You're not kidding. You can smell it from the highway. Here, any fire can be catastrophic. Yes, Carrie. Is there anyone there with a Geiger counter? Good question, Tom.
Looks like it's out.
We should have paid representatives out there documenting and doing their jobs. Oh, they're asleep. Forget it. Michelle says if you can smell it, don't take the mask off. Right.
Around up there for a few minutes.
No air monitors. They want them to get out of there. You're risking your life, and local news is not reporting this. Sharon's eyes are starting to burn. Sabrina says, thank you for doing this. I mean, seriously, to have all this evidence? Huh. What do we do? That's for sure releasing radioactive stuff. Bingo. Live stream interviews they want. They don't care nothing about votes. Exactly, Calvin. They already know about it. Oh yeah, you don't want to piss people off before the vote. Tell Channel 2 they suck. Oh. What a tangled web we lead. We weave, we live in. We're caught by.
That's Bridgeton Police. They're telling us we gotta move back.
Oh, Bridgeton Police wants you to move? That should help the radioactive fallout.
Guys, it's just horrible. The smell is just horrible. Okay, they're yelling at us.
This is a cluster bomb, Carrie says. There's no monitors and there's no way to know.
They're telling us we gotta move back. They're telling us we gotta move
Loretta says this is why Dawn and Karen have fought so hard to make everyone aware that this could happen.
They've got the bulldozers on standby.
Gate 2.
Bulldozers.
Get them son of a bitches moving. Oh, sorry.
Watch Matisse's video. They're moving us back. How far back do we have to go?
Move them far back enough they can't see. Do you have hazmat suits and a full face mask? KDMG wants to know.
They're moving us back.
Let's see. Please go inside. Wind blows everywhere, remember. Yes.
We gotta go back up this way. They're moving us back. Just follow Brown. Oh my God, that's
Everybody should have respirators. Y'all need OSHA. Right, where's OSHA?
oh my God.
Oh, they don't want nobody to know either. Everybody just look the other way. Go buy a bobble. Shelter in place, they're saying. Don't you think it's political? Wow, who else is going to help? Batman? You ain't kidding. And dirt is not going to stop it from being in our air. I'm sorry. Yes, Katrina, I agree. Thanks for documenting this. I had no idea what was going on. I was listening to these psychopath bad guys slander and berate and abuse people. And I was getting that on film, too. People are going crazy. Josh Hawley. Isn't he running against Claire? Which douchebag you voting for, Dawn? I don't want none of the above. Right, they're taking dirt. Radioactive dirt from the landfill to put on the fire. That way the dust to go up in the air. Kind of like a chemtrail. Tag it. Fox 2 says they were told a pump was on fire. Yeah, Channel 2 don't know. Better.
Damn it. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm gonna try not to lose y'all.
Probably also has to do with the fact that if it exploded, they don't want people close. St. Louis traffic scanner says 20,000 gallons of water. Bridgeton police says move. Republic probably called the police. I doubt it, Chrissy. That costs too much money. They want them to get out of there. Tell them you are media and need to charge a device. Cops don't care. I mean, I love cops, but they're giving their orders. The smell is horrible. Bulldozers are on standby. They want people to go home and decontaminate. Methane is toxic, dizzy, nausea, vomiting, headaches, unconsciousness. It's a big deal when you have fire near uranium. Yes. Hey, who stole my Utaco uranium shares from my grandmother? Oh, sorry about that. They want to know, did they shut down the pipeline that feeds it? Making media and everyone, yeah. Trump has them covering it up. John, Trump doesn't run things. There's a global cabal that is doing this. It's popping off everywhere. I don't know if you know. The smell would fill my work building, especially on damp days. Corporate woods, they call it. Well, yeah. This is Monsanto. This is McDonnell Douglas, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, the Armory. Oh, yeah, it's the toilet in the middle of all of it. But we don't pay enough taxes. Shannon says they're trying to hide something and it's shady. Can someone do an air check with the fire department? I think that's a great question, Howard. The fire department has a drone. That'd be a lot of help. More of them have hazmat. This will kill you. I'm fighting for this for years. Yes, Lisa. Who's taking the dirt? You guys need to move out of there. Do you know how far this is from the nuclear material? Tag it. They're all driving away, as you can see. Now, this is in my neighborhood. This is our community. And hey, we're not special. It's happening everywhere. But when they tell you they want to cancel your insurance, you might want to document the fact that they're doing this for a reason, because there ain't no amount of insurance that's going to handle this payout. Flooding on the East Coast, flooding on the West Coast. tornadoes,
hope they've tested.
power lines
I'm
down,
gonna pull up on the bank
sinkholes.
there 'cause I can look down on it from there, on the banker.
Oh yeah, St. Louis. A lot of it was built on quicksand. Tag it.
I'm gonna go.
Looks like a setup to me.
Man, here comes everybody.
Darren says, wow, the quality of the air is bad.
Digging in dirt. Okay, we're gonna go this way. I have an idea. Oh, sorry, I gotta pick up a hitchhiker. Hey, I'm gonna park over there on top of Banker and get it. Ed got hold of somebody from DNR. Okay.
DNR.
They said that the earliest they could get somebody here is in like 45 minutes. So someone from DNR is on their way.
What is DNR?
Well, they're a little fucking late to the game.
You
It's
ain't
already been done
kidding.
in 2 hours.
Right.
Well, Mark said he'd been on the phone with the governor's office.
Shannon
Everybody
wants
from
to
the governor
know,
on down knows about that.
anyone else want to know what they're hiding?
I'm not trying to.
And the governor, from everybody down from there, knows about
I know
this.
you can still hear us. That's planned. Sorry, I'm not going to turn this off. We're documenting it. We're trying to get someplace.
Oh,
where
we're
we can-
documenting it.
Oh, there
I'm
are.
reading the
Look,
live
there are.
stream, Dawn.
I'm going to pull along up here. You want to follow me?
God love you, girl.
Yeah, if I get stuck.
You're a great mom.
Stuck. Oh, you know me. I'm always pushing the issue. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Seriously,
Okay, spot right
someone
here.
can't
Here we
tell me what the situation is, Neil asks.
go. On the side of the road right here.
Calvin says, don't waste your time with Claire and Josh. They're too busy drumming up votes. Isn't that the
They pushed
truth?
us back. There's a blockade now at the end of the street.
A blockade.
They pushed us back. Now we are up here on the other side of the landfill.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see it now.
Oh, I can. I know right where you're at.
Looking down on the landfill. Again, there is a surface fire at the landfill. They are trying to smother it. Here come a whole host of folk that I guess have been told to get back as well. The police have come in and they've told us to get back. They're extending the perimeter.
Lana wants y'all to know
And,
the football game starts at
they're not
7.
just doing it for us. The media was asked to back up too.
Well, sure.
So this is not just us. Again,
No
there is a
witnesses.
fire at the Bridgeton landfill. They are trying to smother. Hey Paula, do you have a charger on you? I got. Oh crap! I think it's a Samsung. It's a Samsung. That's what I have. You need a charger? Yeah. Do you have
Susan
a
has a good idea. Call the football game.
I need a portable charger, you guys. I'm just standing here charging it a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna
Shannon
get out.
says, screw this. Don't let them hide what is that they are doing. They are trying to do some shady stuff.
I don't either.
Samantha says, you go, girl. Break them rules.
To go live on the page. Guys, the
Noel says, corporate exchange is across from Bonker, Bonker.
landfill. They are getting dirt, trying to smother a fire. The police have come in and pushed us back.
Loretta says, or no, Clayton says, they know you have a bunch of people watching. Damn straight. Loretta says we need drones to catch what they're trying to cover up.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
Tanya had to leave. She started getting a terrible headache and felt very sick. Yeah, that's poisoning.
I'm gonna try and stick it.
Homeopathy, girl.
See that or not? But they are digging up dirt from the landfill. They are getting ready to
What
go and try to
jackasses.
smother the area that's on fire. We cannot see the fire well from here.
Unsuccessful.
That's probably why they put it
Right.
back with this fire burning.
Ugh.
I think it's still down there smoldering from what we see. Again, they've got
I was gonna go to sleep.
on top of the landfill. They are getting ready to they're getting yes.
The parking lot is where Brian works.
How do I
The parking lot in the video.
hang on, I'm gonna plug in
Sue wants to know how close to Coldwater Creek is to the fire. Right, Coldwater Creek runs through the airport area all the way out to Florissant. And there's been
oh my god.
an amazing uptick in cancer in that area. We've lost many people to this.
I'm gonna try and stand up on my car real quick. Okay, so they are on top of the landfill right now. They are getting ready to dig up dirt and try and
Getting
smother the
ready.
fire. It's been burning for over 2 hours. It looked like a gas.
Someone from the DNR is on the way to test the air. They probably stopped at McDonald's for a burger.
There, but they are. Oh my God, there it goes. Hang on. Can somebody get over there on top of the hill? Oh, okay.
Yep, they're seeing it flare from way farther away
What is
now.
that, dog? I'm falling. I don't know what that is.
Clayton wants everybody to check out the controversy about the Westlake landfill. You can search it.
I'm
It's a
looking
big
all
deal. Sue says thanks for documenting it because nothing
Again, there's a fire
on the
in Weston
news,
landfill.
like
Looking at it
always.
from down from above.
Right, the
Getting
news
ready to
is
dump
just a
dirt on it,
show
see if they
they
can put
make
the
up.
fire out.
Make backup copies of this video, please.
They're getting ready to put dirt up on it. They're digging dirt up. They're trying to. That's Doug Clemens, Karen, and Paula Brown.
Crank up air, Claire.
What do you see?
She can't be bothered with that.
Is there smoke? Is that smoke?
Tweeted Claire twice.
Yeah.
Hope she sees it. Good for you, Cindy.
I don't know who's pulling in now. Oh, it's Renee. Mark Matisse's wife Renee's here.
Police say to get back, extending the perimeter.
Horrible.
Fire at the landfill, trying to smother it.
Fighting to try and smother this thing with no luck. They're trying to bury it now with dirt.
Rita says managed state. Right. Thanks, Republic Service. Oh, I know.
It's a portable charger?
Hey,
My God, you are
Republic harasses people if they don't pay their bill, like right on time. And then if they shut you down, you get a ticket with Ferguson. What a racket. I mean, why would we be forced to use a dirty, rotten company? Oh, it's a setup, right? Everybody wants to know what they're hiding. Tom wants us to have respect.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, it works. Oh my God, I'm pouring with Renee. Okay.
Okay, she's got her charger.
Unplugged it. Ah! I unplugged it. Sorry, guys. There you go. Oh my God. Okay.
Rosemary is watching from Washington State.
I'm gonna barely close my door.
Georgia sends out prayers for our community.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, Loretta says, great. Put more contamination on the fire to burn for everyone to breathe in. I said the same thing, Loretta.
Oh, you guys. This is effing insane. I know. It's scary. This is like the nightmare.
And it's 1:11 a.m.
Cannot get any closer than this. They have just put up a perimeter. We're not allowed close.
Burning through the night, people sleeping.
This was not any retaliation. They asked the press to move too. Pattonville's down there working. You can see.
Karen says there's an all-suburban choir event at Pattonville tonight.
To smolder the fire. It appears to still be smoldering. You can still see smoke coming up out of the area. This is Bridgeton Landfill. It's been 2+ hours.
Anthony says a blue flame will be the burners they have to burn off gas.
And again, they are doing what they can to try
Brandy
and
says bug
smother
out
it. They've
and
put
go.
20,000 gallons of water on this thing, and it didn't touch.
Clayton says hopefully it's not the uranium dirt.
So they're gonna try and smother it with dirt. They're up here with heavy equipment digging dirt. From
You
the
taco
landfill.
uranium, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes, Casey, you're right. They said get back. They're extending the perimeter. Okay, so again,
Jonathan says round and round we go. When it blows, we're all gonna be hosed.
time it is. I've been out here since early 5.
Grant says, this is Grant Bissell. Loretta, my colleagues from Channel 5 have already reported this on air and online. We also have a crew on the way, if not already there. I know Channel 2 and 4 are reporting it as well. Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean we're ignoring it.
So now they are going to.
Oh, bullshit, Grant. You're co-opted and controlled.
They're doing what they can to
That's
try
a
and
shill
smother it.
comment.
There's heavy equipment. You can see the heavy equipment right there. They're getting ready to put dirt on.
And don't get it twisted. Even if you live in Ladue,
Try and push us back
You'll still be poisoned. You may as well
We don't want to be in
band with
anybody's
your
way.
community.
But yes, Pattonville and Robertson are responding down there. Our Pattonville boys, they're the ones.
Highly
that
doubt they
gave us the heads
tested the
up.
dirt they're putting on top of
No.
it. Right.
I was going to tell Renee this too. Do you know the owner of this landfill? They tried to fight this themselves and couldn't, and then called 911. They didn't even follow. No.
Protocol was not followed.
Protocol.
Tag it.
So, again, I don't know if you can see it, but that's where they're working down there. They've got heavy equipment up there. They're digging up dirt. They're getting ready to try and smother the fire. It's been burning for 2+ hours.
Look, Calvin, if this is the way we go out, then so be it. These meat suits aren't our eternal life. Don't worry. I know it's gonna suck, believe me. I don't want it to be over either.
I don't even hardly know what to say. There's a group of us out here. Here's Renee Matheson, State Rep Mark Matheson's wife. Mark is down there on the phone with the governor's office. And
She
the
said
governor
heavy
is
equipment
getting
digging.
hell.
Huh.
I know he is, 'cause
It is contaminating the air with radioactivity. Yes, it is.
no,
We're already radioactive, though.
I called Paul Berry.
Get life insurance, seriously. Hey, Lisa. They don't even want to talk about pre-existing conditions that they poisoned us with. I highly suggest life insurance is going to be any good. Plus, you might not even have home insurance by next month. They're about 10 to 15 minutes drive. The issue is what may be in the air moving. Yes.
But then the settlement happened, and that all went away.
The settlement.
No air monitors at the site at all. So what all we just filmed, nobody knows what.
Baubles and bullshit, Dawn.
The Department of Natural Resources is on their way from Jeff City up here, but they're another 45 minutes away.
Christy says, have they mentioned recently how close they think the subsurface fire is to radioactive contamination? No, bob and weave, girl, bob and weave. They'll lie in your face, and once everybody's dead, they'll just whitewash it.
Behind that building, you have people that live right there. I mean, they are. Yeah, you have people that work in these buildings. And
Sure you
again,
do.
We have no air monitors.
No air
I don't know
monitors.
what the hell was and is in the air right now. This fire's still going.
Best for you not to know.
They're trying to smother it as best they can. We're going on. We got to be close, Doug, to 3 hours now.
They want to know which way the air is blowing, and it's northeast, is what they think.
Yes, the police did make us move back. Erica's right. They made the press.
St. Louis County has some nerve
I mean, we would have stayed and filmed.
saying there is no contaminants leaving the site from this fire.
So that everybody
They sure
in
do.
real time what's happening at this
St.
time.
Louis County,
Because
blow us
there's
sideways.
nobody else here documenting it. It's just citizens.
Just
and a
citizens
state rep.
documenting. Although that Grant Bissell hollered at somebody acting like, oh, they all covered it.
There is
How did the people at Nixie determine there was no contaminants leaving from the fire? Great question, Tanya.
Okay, Mark Matheson is on KMOX right now. Do you know? Okay, he's okay. So KMOX, if you get on KMOX, can somebody save that link for me? Mark Matheson's on right now giving an interview. He's fired up, pissed. I got candidate for state rep Doug Clemens standing right behind me, trying to behave himself, pissed off too, just like all of us are. Got state rep's wife here who just brought us to charge her in some water. Again, we're live at Bridgeton Landfill. We're waiting for them to smother this fire that's been burning down here for 2+ hours. I got Karen here.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna go home and get on the page for Antics.
Yeah.
Try to get some updates.
Donna,
Okay.
look, she's doing the best she can.
Call Karen. Karen's going home right now.
Don't
Monitor
ask
the
her to
page.
please stop moving the camera.
We are both
Kind of bullshit comment is that?
ever
Somebody grab your boob, piss you off.
She's been gone now for a while, so she'll be on the page shortly.
Channel 4 is reporting that it's just a large piece of equipment on fire.
I just think it's
Sure they
really
are.
important to document this. No, this is not
Channel
the
11
side.
is covering it.
Understand, this is the fire side.
Tara says they do whatever they want. Insane that they tried to fight it and didn't follow protocol.
So it's not far.
Everybody wants to know how close is the radioactive material. Well, it's distributed everywhere through the landfill. They only admit it once they're caught.
Yep, 20,000 gallons of water used.
The radioactive side. Jeez. That's like saying you come from the wrong side of the street.
Is it 7 p.m. now? Is that what you're telling me?
Or one side of the river is cleaner than the other.
Again, there's a fire at the Bridgeton landfill down there.
News is saying it's large equipment. Is that not true? Yeah, it's not true.
This is not in one piece of
No real-time air monitoring. Unprotected.
No, it's not. It's a gigantic well on fire.
Right.
See what's on fire?
St. Louis County, fire burning at Westlake landfill. The fire is not located near the radioactive material and no contaminants are being released. It's a text I received. Hey, Amber, do you believe every text you receive? Because I bet you live in a floodplain and you don't know it.
Shooting methane and whatever else out of it. That 20,000 gallons of water.
Oh, there's Channel 4's link.
Okay.
This was about 6 p.m. It broke out late on Friday afternoon. Oh, so this is going on a whole day. All right. I thought I was getting it out like within hours. Nobody out here monitoring it.
Okay, St. Louis County just put out on Nixle. We're going to have people joining the page. If you're on Nixle for St. Louis County, they just put out on Nixle that there's a fire at the landfill. And they're saying it's not burning any radioactive material. How the hell do they know there's no radioactive material? They just...
They've never tested this area.
The whole thing is contaminated. Knock it off.
I just told Mark Mathieson that they're 45 minutes away, and DNR just said they don't have any air monitoring equipment up here. So, once again, we got people telling us that there's nothing to worry about with no testing.
And then they
going
put the
on.
copied text alert.
I mean, I'm sure the EPA
You know,
phone
you
for
don't want
next
people to react.
measuring the
Want to keep them calm. Have some fluoride in your water and some lithium in your air.
piece of air monitoring equipment. They
And some meds for your mental state. That's how to stay calm in the modern world.
all the air monitors. The Department of Natural Resources, who used to be right across the street, is no longer across the street.
Well, they
Now
moved.
they are in a car on their way up from Jefferson City to do air monitoring. What? Oh yeah, Robin's up standing next to trees that tested positive for thorium.
Right, trees have got thorium. But
See
hey,
the fire from up there?
everything's clean here. Why is not
Okay, well I'm afraid
on all
it's not
St. Louis
landfill.
channels live like you guys?
Okay.
Well, because it's not an election thing.
Here trying to-
If it was an election
the media guys
or a
up
sporting
there,
event,
all
it'd
gonna
be
in the same
live on
boat.
every channel.
I would not touch that tree line. Oh, I see it. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's still smoldering. I'm not
Somebody
sure if
thinks if
it's
it's burning, it's not putting off anything. I highly disagree.
You guys, this is so scary. Again,
Hey,
we're waiting
what
for
about
the
that
RDO
carbon
to
footprint,
confirm
Westlake
everything.
landfill?
Um,
Oh, it
guys, I
doesn't
don't know
count
if you're aware of this.
because it's not a
600 people
person.
watching. Do you know
I get it.
that the lead health agency for the state of Missouri,
Why are they
CDC,
standing around there if they think there's a chemical airborne? Shane doesn't think that's smart. Hey, Shane, these contaminants go through the air and spread out. There's nowhere to run.
What do you think? Is it really that difficult to believe that what's coming out of this well on fire is harmful? And again, we don't have air monitors. Our Department of Natural Resources is on their way.
Department of Natural Resources.
That was probably. I
It's
know
probably a
that was
robot that works there now, Dawn.
minutes ago. So hopefully half an hour. I'm gonna tell you what, when they get here, I'm gonna stick this phone in their
I
face.
thought 2 years ago the fire was 700 feet away from the radioactive side, says Troy.
You have first responders. Thank you, Robertson Fire District in Pattonville. You have them down there right now on a Friday night, responding to this damn site, trying to get a well out that they've been fighting now for 2+ hours. And they weren't even called first. So, again,
And I'll be honest, I didn't hear about it once on the news, and I didn't see anything on Facebook until this
I
post.
think I see a media.
That's how covered up this is.
That's a media helicopter, right? I don't know.
That's all right. We're in 24-hour range here.
Of the media. I think it's some sort of media chopper that you guys are hearing in the background.
Noel says no one is making the public aware. Lisa says, don't breathe this.
My fucking mask is on my throat. Sorry, I got it on. You guys are hearing in the background. Sorry, I got it on. I know, Nixel.
Nixel warning.
Me with her phone on. And I'm hearing myself. We're on a delayed thing here. Nixel just sent out a notification. If you got a notification from St. Louis County, yes, there is a fire at the landfill. That is what you see down here with emergency.
They are assuming due to location.
There's a surface fire
Right.
in a well at the landfill.
Assume as plausible deniability.
Is right there. The fire is right there.
Stephanie
Now,
wants
I
to know
don't
where
know.
hazmat is.
Really, it doesn't matter because
Well, they're
it's
probably at the
access
donut shop,
It's all
Stephanie.
hooked up below ground. It's all hooked up. So
Channel 5 is live on
it looks like
Facebook
this is a
talking
gas
about the
well that's on
weather.
fire down here.
I'm sure they are.
No, Matthew Cooper said
Oh,
true. The news says it's a small fire.
you're supposed to
Well,
direct
you know what?
questions to St. Louis County.
Yeah, about the size of 3 automobiles, I would say.
Laura
And
says
so I
the
don't
reason
know
they
if
don't
you
know
have other live
is
videos.
because they never tested the area, and she laughs.
The police have pushed us back. They've expanded.
To love and lie
Yes, that is a
and
news
make people
conference.
think they're safe. Right, Sammy.
They have expanded the perimeter of the landfill. Oh no, did I unplug it? I did. What did I do? Hang on, guys, hang on. I gotta get the battery going again.
Sue wants to know how they know what is being projected over us.
Okay, sorry.
Well, because they planned it, Sue. It's a medical experiment. I'm sorry. Susan says, so the real story is documented and out there for the public.
I know there's a lot of
Are you a troll or a Republic shill?
back and look at those
If you're not concerned, vested, or in the area, please hop off and feed the trolls elsewhere. Hey, Susan,
they kept
they're talking about these Democratic Socialists, too.
they were not
But,
able
see, they come in every flavor.
again they were not able to
And unfortunately, they're just there to suck the life and money out of the system.
water on this thing.
They don't want to pay to clean this up. And you can't really dirty up somebody else's backyard.
To smother with dirt. It's been 2+ hours. We're cold. Yes, Mia's right. There's helicopters. That's what you're hearing now.
The warning alert just came out and said no contamination and not close to radioactive waste. They are lying sacks of shit.
Radioactive waste here because it was dumped here illegally from the Manhattan Project.
That's right. Manhattan Project, tag it.
There are no contaminants being released. I wish the hell the
And it
county
wasn't
air
illegal.
monitors.
They needed to keep it a secret. It was a secret experiment. That's why we're the secret city.
Our understanding is we're about 20 minutes away from Department of Natural Resources arriving from Jefferson City to check the air.
And how do you drive from Jefferson City to check the air? Nobody in St. Louis.
Smell that?
Really?
Okay, here comes the odor again.
That's because the wind changed direction.
Here, yeah.
DePaul is going to be flooded with people. DePaul is a hospital
Sorry.
at 270 and St. Charles Rock Road.
I'm sorry. I'm so cold, you guys. I'm wet. We're just standing here, staying live as long as we can stay, and reporting on what's going on at the landfill. I mean,
Oh,
it's on fire.
Calvin,
Well on
whichever
fire.
politician you hear from, that's who gets your vote? Oh, come on.
Put it out. They're hoping that after 2+ hours of fighting,
Everyone needs to call the Department of Health emergency number for help to complain that we need air and water samples now. 314-615-0600. Thank you, Sherry Hinton Scholl.
if you have not,
Nikki's sick of the bullshit lies. I agree.
if you guys have not signed up for Nixel,
Terry says our corporate office was sending us regular updates,
called us.
telling us the air is fine.
Karen Nickel is home right
Corporate Office Drive.
Getting ready to answer questions. I'm standing at
There are 2 contaminants being released. We know, Nikki.
a few minutes ago. Okay, channel 11 is saying the fires.
Oh, we've always known that it's harmful no matter what Republic, EPA, CDC, ATSDR says.
Mark Mathieson is the state representative for this area.
Our state rep, Mark Matiston.
70, the area that the landfill
All right.
is in.
Noel's not trying to be rude, but it's radioactive. How would you suggest the public be informed? These folks are looking out for the community. Right.
Yeah, Matthew, I'm sorry to hear that. You may be, bud. That's terrible. But I mean, these people have been exposed now for how many years? Fires have burned since 2010. It's 2018.
Oh, it was before that, but they didn't get busted.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't hurt if you guys got online also and tweeted Bill Gates, because this is his landfill. Just so you.
Oh,
guys
it's
know
Bill
he owns
Gates'
it.
landfill. Tag that.
And we are just out here
The
trying to
eugenics
document
pro?
as long as we can.
Hey,
you
Dawn,
guys know what's
did you
going
know
on.
Bill Gates wants to get the global population down to 500 million? He's one of them eugenic fucks.
If we're not out here filming, who is?
Right,
Media has left.
right. Nobody's filming it,
And
but Dawn.
I doubt that you would believe me if I just got online and said it was on fire without showing you a video. So, unfortunately, because of the skeptics and certain people, yeah, that's why we have to be out here filming. And it's important because it's important that you guys watch this video and happen at the landfill. And I guarantee this is what, your governor is watching this video too. Your state DNR, your attorney general's office is watching this video too. This is all that they have to document what's going on.
I still say there's going to be so much chaos
We had a surface fire, which was
that
back in
I don't get how they're going to pull this vote chaos off.
Same exact thing happened, only they didn't have the problems putting it out that they did this time. But again, they used citizen photos as evidence in the court case because there was nobody present, no press present to capture what was happening. So it is important in this situation.
Welcome to St. Louis, where I live, the great divided state of Missouri, home of the Manhattan Project and all the arms known as MK Ultra, mind control, medical experiments, Project Talent, Project Monarch, oh, all of them. Desegregation programs, they did every experiment they could here.
We're all wearing masks. I don't know how the public should be informed, Noel. I really don't. I mean,
Oh, people hate you for telling things they don't want to hear.
I don't know, but I know that situations like this have to be documented. That this
We
is
are
happening.
radioactive,
If someone
guys.
this years down the road, if the firefighters that were standing in front of this fire fighting it come down with something, there needs to be documentation.
Oh,
right
like
there.
at 9/11?
That's why we said earlier in the live video,
Yeah, those guys
everybody can
died
use this video.
in the first
Anybody can
decade.
share these photographs.
It'd be
This is
just like
public-
this.
public page.
Here and gone.
Yeah, Megan Beckerman is wearing a full-blown respirator. She's more protected than any of us out here. She's got a full-blown respirator and a hazmat.
Matthew says, I thought the Manhattan Project waste was dumped in Westlake, not Bridgeton. They're neighboring communities. Westlake landfill is so big, and it's sprinkled all throughout the military-industrial complex here in St. Louis County. Come on. River to river.
But I'm going to go ahead and guess that since St. Louis County is putting it out on Nixle, if they weren't already, they are now. Oh, Nikki, happy birthday. I'm celebrating on top of the landfill for you.
Oh, Channel 11's
Magnesium burning? I don't know, Kevin.
saying, the fire is now out.
Let me try and zoom in for you, Kevin.
Wait,
Sorry, I can't
it's been burning for 9 years underground.
right there are the emergency lights, but to the right of that is where it was. So I don't know if you can, it's kind of a smoky area. And I apologize.
The county has no clue,
Right
says
now,
Bob.
it takes horrible pictures
The people from
and
Jeff City are still 45 minutes out.
Clayton, this
Right.
is
They had to stop. Like I said, the
this, which is really,
no
really sad.
problem.